Okay, so I'm going to try to catch up on a very exciting AI music video creator, Grumpy Whiskers. This is catch up react session number 2. I did a catch up react session on Grumpy Whiskers' first 3 videos ever last time, and then I'm hoping to catch up on these videos this time. So Shadow Vigil Detective, Mada Yume Miteru, A Game of Smog and Shadows, and then this one, I'm So Offended, which Grumpy Whiskers, I believe he said this is in a different style than normal. So just a little bit of context about Grumpy Whiskers. So he is a Skybro, one of the AI music video creators that are gathering around Skyebrows, the master AI music video creator, and these ones really high quality, and I kept being told they were high quality, and I didn't get around to them. Finally got around to them, and yeah, everything I'd been told about these, well, not so much the first one, which is just a test early animation, but these two, everything I'd been told about them, yes, very good. So Grumpy Whiskers is a master of storytelling, world building, creating a style, and having that style and that mood vary from video to video. And also the songs are really good, and they are varied. They don't all sound like, the same song with some changes. They sound like completely different songs. So anyways, for a whole bunch of reasons, I'm very excited about Grumpy Whiskers, like a lot of other people also are excited. And I'm hoping to knock out all of these remaining videos today in the React session, but we'll see how far I get. So let's start with the first one, Shadow Vigil Detective. Now let's go down here, and okay. So they all have like stories connected to them. Grumpy Whiskers says in the description, it's morning. I finished the case, video. Cooked, undercooked, or overcooked. However it is, it's coming out of the oven now. Not touching black and white stuff for a while after this. A disclaimer, this video was done using AI-generated pictures, music, and video. Lyrics by Grumpy Whiskers, so he wrote the lyrics himself. Music by Suno and Audacity, which I think Audacity is just an editor and not an AI creation tool. Suno is an AI creation tool. Visuals, images generated locally with Comfy UI, and Grok and CapCut. And CapCut, once again, that's not AI, that's just an editor, I believe. About the cameos. What I like to do is create a world and tell a story. That will always come first. So if there is someone that I don't know how to fit in, or even if I should, I will not include them just for the sake of it. I feel like it would be disrespectful to both them and the world I want to create. Yeah, that's a very good attitude to have about cameos. This is why people might find themselves in one video but not in the next, and then again in a future one. I will pick and choose the people that I feel will fit in the story world. On this topic, if anyone, for any reason at all, doesn't want me to use their model likeness for the music videos, please tell me and I will respect their wishes. And then there's a huge list of cameos, and as usual, I will only post the timestamps for their first appearance in the video. Any later appearance should be obvious after that. Okay, I'm just going to look at this. I like to use these as cheat sheets. Oh, I am in here. Yeah, I'm in here. Look at that. And let's see, I think, yeah, I recognize all of these names, so I will probably recognize the characters, but Grumpy Whiskers does like to do, so another thing Grumpy Whiskers is good at is character design, and Grumpy Whiskers does like to do unique characters for designs for each world. For example, this one, this 80s retro anime style, and this one kind of like a you know, an old-fashioned like 1930s speakeasy type of style. So people have their own unique designs, not only the Grumpy Whiskers style, but also it's changing from video to video. So it's possible that even though I know all of these Skyebros, that I might end up not recognizing some of them, at least not at first, because they're the Grumpy Whiskers unique things. So this one here, cherry earrings, so probably Kirsha. So let's keep going. Oh yeah, I feel like I'm watching an old noir detective movie. Yeah, and I like the way it's like black and white, but there's some touches of color. Yeah, and I think I've recognized all the characters so far, but I'm going to try to do one watch with hardly any pauses, and then a second watch where I go through and look at things that I want to talk about.
One more drag in the dim. Clock whispers like a sigh. Noir nights cradle the weary under the unyielding sky. Rain soaks the headlines, ink begins to bleed. Just another case title that nobody will read. Eyes like burning embers under suspicion's veil. One wrong glance.
Okay, I just wanted to say, because I might forget it on the second watch through, that this is really, intelligent wordplay. Main suspect, Lady Ember, and the lyrics say, eyes like burning embers. So that's Ember Paradox here. I'll show you in the description. So here, where is she? La 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 la. Where is Ember Paradox? Okay, I know she's here. Oh yeah, right there, Ember Paradox. Yep, so, and this is referring to like real online events in a fictionalized way, which is also really cool.
Veil. One wrong glance can send this damn city straight to hell. This godforsaken place where no one cares you live or die. Whiskey warms the hollow where the case files lie. They threw this one at me, hoping I stumble and flee. But you cannot the course, just you see.
Yeah, so I think this, because it's the Korsh Detective Agency instead of the Kirsha. So let me show you her channel. So Kirsha, I often mispronounce it. But instead of being spelled like this, it's spelled with an O. And I think maybe that's because Grumpy Whiskers is acknowledging that these aren't literally those characters. These are like slightly altered Grumpy Whiskers versions. So it's sort of like Skyebrows himself. He doesn't have Joe Rogan as a character. He has Joe Rogaine as a character. So it's kind of like that sort of thing. So imitating Skyebrows himself, I think. Okay, let's keep going.
Shadows growl a warning through the cigarette haze. Silence slices darkness like a cold accusing gaze. Shadow vigil tearing through the pouring rain. Noir serenade dancing in the pain. Chasing the fading echoes down these neon lines.
Oh wait. Oh, that's Powder. That's Powder. I didn't recognize her at first, but that's Powder right there.
City's cool rhythm where the truth slowly dies. Hips against the heartache, lips on the flask so cold. Noir's a dirty river, dragging down the soul.
I like the way that the singer's voice is a little bit raspy, sort of like in the style of the actual songs that are being imitated here. I really like that touch.
Shadow Vigil Detective, follow where the silence screams in this velvet night.
Yeah, I recognize him. So this is Skyebrows himself. He's looking quite different than he did in the previous, 80s retro anime one, but I still recognize him. He's in a different style. And this is Lusty Links here. Actually, look at this. It says Lust and Vice Detective Links. Yeah. So clever turns of phrase even in the background text. So that is cool.
Rooftops hold their secrets high above the street, while the truth lies buried down under people's feet. Docks are full of whispers, crates that hide their sin. Luckily, that's where I too get my supply of gin. And all that booze at the local bar helps me.
Okay, so I don't recognize this one. This, I think, is the X count. Let me see where we are in here. So we saw Lusty Links and Skyebrows. We saw Mizuki. We saw Afted Fatash and Shuanhead. Oh, I missed Shuanhead. I thought that was someone else. Okay, and we saw Keen the Pirate VTuber. Oh, that's Cinevere. That's Cinevere. And who is this person here then? I don't know who this is, but this person is all in monotone with no touches of color. So possibly that's not actually, or maybe that's someone who was back here but is shown again. Okay, so let's go back here. Okay, here we go.
We try to loosen tongues.
Oh, and there's Asmongold. Yeah, I recognize him. But he had a very different form in the Neon Knights True Defenders. Oh, he had such a cool form, and it looked very different from the real him, but was still recognizable as him. So yeah, every single video, a different interpretation of the character.
That would be too hard to pry. Antique coins and rumors.
Oh, that's me. Yeah, that's me. Oh, thank you, Grumpy Whiskers. Oh, this looks really cool. I'm going to get rid of the closed captioning so I can see it. Oh, and I'm an antique coin dealer. Look at me. Possibly a bad guy, but possibly a good guy. But yeah, see, there's the pennies in my snood. Very cool, Grumpy Whiskers. Thank you. Let me bring, my husband came over to look at it because he heard me exclaiming. Let's see if he likes it. Do you nod? Oh yeah, he gives a thumbs up. Yeah, he gives a thumbs up. Thank you, Grumpy Whiskers. Okay, so let's keep going.
In the dark, every lead is bleeding, leaving one more mark.
Oh, and I'm also a witness. Look at that, I'm a witness.
Leaving one more.
Yep, there I am, witness number 2.
Shadows growl a warning through the cigarette haze. Silence slices darkness.
Oh, and I wanted to say that I like Mavlek's design. Let me show you his design.
Silence slice.
So yeah, he was shown earlier on. This is his second appearance in this video, I think. But a lot of people are not going to recognize Mavlek because the only thing recognizable about him is this mask. And often he doesn't wear this mask in his live streams. I mean, sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't. Here, let me show you his channel briefly. Let's see, where's Mavlek? Yeah, Mavlek was quite early on. I'll show you Mavlek. Yep, there he is. So there he is with his mask. And as you can see, sometimes he streams with that mask and sometimes he doesn't. And like, for example, here's him with the mask. Here's him with the mask. Here's him without the mask. But sometimes he has it, sometimes he doesn't, and sometimes it's just, an accessory that he changes out, but sometimes his VTuber model mouth movements aren't working quite correctly, and because of that, he puts the mask on to sort of cover that up. So sometimes that happens. So there he is. So very cool character redesigns. And one of the things about, redesigning characters like this is that it means that if, like, I don't know, maybe years in the future, one of those characters says, hey, I really don't like that you used me. You can say, hey, it's my own character that's kind of based on you. Like, Joe Rogan is based on Joe Rogan. It's not actually you, and so that's like, it gives a creator like a certain level of protection and deniability as well. So it's cool on several different levels.
This is darkness like a cold accusing.
Okay, and then here's the second appearance of Nasky, Holy Goddess, and Trucker Man, and apparently they're police in this universe.
Cold accusing gay shadow vigil, tearing through the pouring rain, noir serenade, dancing in the pain, chase the faded echoes down these neon lights, city's cruel rhythm where the truth slowly dies, gets against the heart.
Oh, and I think this is Vesper. Yeah, that's gotta be Vesper.
Lips on the flask so cold, noirs are dirt.
Oh, wow. Grumpy Whiskers made Delta Wolf look extremely cool. Look at this Delta Wolf. This is better than even Skyebrows himself makes Delta Wolf look. Look at this incredible galaxy on the arm. Oh wow, that is, look at the swirliness and how much color there is and everything. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Rivers dragging down the soul, shadow vigil detective, follow where the silence screams in this velvet nightmare.
Oh, Rida Zero, and looking so super cute. Look at him. And this is not actually a VTuber. This is just an android that holds him. He is the VTuber.
Nothing's what?
Oh wait, are there two moons? There's two moons. I wonder if that's a feature of this world or if that's just an AI error. Not sure. Oh, that is a really cool effect. And then it shows Grumpy Whiskers himself. Yeah, this is actually the self-representation character of Grumpy Whiskers. Let's scroll up. See this character right here? Yeah, he's got like cybernetic arms and stuff. Yeah, so that's him with his self-representation character actually making the prompts. And it was a really cool idea to have the camera zoom into the cat's eye. Oh, and then he noticed the viewer. So fourth wall breaking, that was really cool. There's a lot of stuff going on in this video. Simp City presents, but it's like Surresense, the Incredible Monkey Girl. Yeah, there's Banana Juju, featuring Banana Juju this week only. Okay, I should have looked down below. Okay, so I'm not sure who this is. Maybe Night Owl in cat form, but these two would be Philip Chan and Harambe. Yeah, so it's really cool that so many people are cameoing them, and of course they like to react to. I mean, not they. Blah. Sorry, he likes to react to them, to the cameos that he has. Harambe, of course, does not react because he is a real gorilla who is deceased. Yep, I misspoke there.
Last crimson empty as the pieces fall in place. One final confession under cold neon grace. Framed in ugly jealousy, the truth begins to rise. Dawn is slow.
And there I am again. Okay, so I wonder who is this guy? Kind of looks like Night Owl in cat form. Or no, is that Null? Yeah, green shoes. That might be Null. Is that Null? Okay, not sure. Okay, so maybe this is the character that will have a lore video in the future. No, that's Grumpy Whiskers himself. So I don't know who the one with green shoes is. But, so probably an original character that's like the villain for this series. And where are we? Okay, we're around this area. I forgot where we were. Okay. Okay. Oh, yeah, this is where we were. Okay. So yeah, this character I think is probably an original character for this series that's just a villain. Uh-huh.
As dawn is slowly breaking through these blood shadow vision, cage cracks in the morning light. Noir serenade fading into white. Hips against the heartache, lips on the rim. Noir's a dirty river, can still swim, sleepless night.
Okay, so yeah, that was Philip Chan there, and the kidnapper I think is an original character. Yep. Okay, let's go.
It's pretty endless.
And there I am again. Oh wow, that is cool. That is cool. I'm gonna go backwards and look at that again.
Swim, sleepless nights, pretty endless, maybe even bleak.
And Avted Fatash and Rida Zero.
But here in Sim City, it's...
Oh, and I guess, was that Shoe on Head again? I didn't recognize her the first time, but I think this is Shoe on Head.
It's just...
Okay, and this is a military man with the hots for intellectual. So this is the guy who kidnapped Lord Intellectual in this storyline. And, okay, because remember, Lord Intellectual goes missing.
Another week.
And Mizuki. Okay, so people had told me that was very cool, and I agree. Let's reload it a bit. And because I ended up pausing so much during the first watch, I don't think I'm really going to look at much. I'm just going to pick out a couple of things here. One thing is I wanted to say there's a lot of creative shots here, like this one. Yeah, where it focuses on the feet and they slowly move forward. I wonder if maybe this was done at normal speed and then the video was slowed down in editing. And there's a lot of editing effects that are applied here. And then the local intellectual goes missing. This is Lord Intellectual, and this refers to the real life thing where he was shut out of his YouTube and his Twitter at the same time, and was really being given the runaround by YouTube. So it's a fictionalized version of events that really did happen to this guy, Lord Intellectual. So altogether, very cool, a lot of storytelling, and it's not just characters standing there dancing for no reason except for a short segment at the end, but even that is done well there. So yeah. Oh, and he says there might be a lore video about this character, this cybernetic Catman, coming out. That would be cool. That would be cool. I would add it to one of the lore collections if it did come out. Yeah, so I don't really know what else to say about this one. Let's go to the next one. So we just saw Shadow Vigil Detective, and now we're going to see Mada Yume Miteru, Still Dreaming. It's in Japanese. Yes, really? Okay, so let's go here, and we will go ahead and read the description. Okay, so the usual AI disclaimer and about how it was made. Okay, so what can I say about this one? It's a complete wild card. It will either be a hit or a complete miss. So probably talking about the way that Grumpy Whiskers is said to do a different style in each video, which I have seen so far. But even so, I still wanted to use a Japanese song. I like the sound of Japanese music, and I always wanted to make an anime opening of sorts. As for the visuals and the editing, it could have been a lot better, not gonna lie. Not pleased with what turned out, but it is what it is. I will have to work harder on the next one to make up for it. Okay, so Grumpy Whiskers is one of those creators that is not always pleased with their own creations, and this particular one sounds like it did not live up to Grumpy Whiskers' expectations, which doesn't mean it's bad. I have heard that it's very good, so it probably is very good. But, you know, that's the thing that happens a lot of times with creators, is that you have certain, you know, you have a vision in your mind for what it could be, and then what you create isn't up to that vision, and then you feel inadequate, even if it's really, really good. So that happens a lot. And then now the cameos. I know I said I wanted to use fewer cameos at one point, but I ended up using more, but they didn't feel forced to me, so I guess it's fine. Anyways, here is the list. So another big list here. Oh, I'm on there again. Cool, cool, cool. And I think I recognize all of these. Antibot I don't always recognize, but I know who Antibot is. Oh, Angry Duck's in this one. That's cool. Mama Brows, Skyebrows' actual mother in real life. Okay. Okay, and then it's in Japanese. Let's see if there's a setting for... let's see if there's a setting for, let's see, what is there? Is there English? No, it's just font and stuff. Okay, let me go here. Okay, is there any English? Come on, show me something. No. Oh, auto-translate. I bet that'll work. Okay, auto-translate is what I put it on. And let's see, English. Okay, English here. Japanese, English. Okay, so I think I did that correctly. If I didn't do it correctly, we'll figure it out soon. Okay, let's start it. Oh, wait, it's got titles on it. We don't need that. Okay, let me turn that off. Okay, sorry about that. Let's go.
まだ生きた戦いを戦ってる長い夜に漂ってるよ
Okay, so I just wanted to pause it here and say that I really like this music. It's different than all the others, just like people say, and it's got some. Look, it's been only 43 seconds, but even within the song, there's been a bunch of variety in the music. I really like that. And then we've got Ember Paradox in cat form, and apparently she's on this spaceship or this space station, and she's doing a bunch of repairs. So that's the storyline so far. In the place where the stars lose their way, shadows stretch on forever. I wonder if that's a reference to the previous video, Shadow Vigil Detective. I'm not sure. So this is Keen the Pirate VTuber, and I'm gonna try to not like sit here and name all of them because it is in the description with their links to their channels and timestamps, so I shouldn't really have to do that. I want to talk about more like the storytelling, the music, the scenery. I want to talk about that stuff a lot more, and not just sit here and name every cameo when you can just go to the description and find it yourself.
影が永遠に伸びゆく冷たい石の灰から儚い残り火を刻み出す果てしない闇へと静かな誓いを息吹き込む鼓動の一つ一つを
Oh, and this has got to be Torstwolf. Yeah, I think this is Torstwolf. Yeah, and this kind of looks like the cloak he wears. He has a different design for his hair now. He's got like red streaks in it or something. And I think his clothing is more black, but he still wears the same cloak, and I recognize the cloak here. But yeah, there were too many blonde, blue-eyed VTubers with VTuber men with halos that he looked similar to, so he decided to change his design, which a little bit disappointed in because he had such a cool design. But I guess red streaks in his hair and the other stuff works also.
永遠に抱きしめてゆく闇がもう消えたとささやくその時燃え続ける炎で強く答え続けるよ
Okay, so it looks like they've got some kind of experiments going on in this space station. And there, of course, is Dot Pocket and Avted Fatash. Oh, the last like 5 or 10 seconds, that is really reminiscent of like the high energy, rising excitement parts of songs that you hear at the beginning of animes. So really did successfully create the nostalgic feeling of an anime opening. Oh yeah, and I heard people talking about this one before. So this is Banana Juju in, you know, a different form from the last video, and the monkey girl, and see, she's a literal grease monkey. Instead of being a monkey girl, she's a grease monkey here. So that is a really cool design there. Yeah, I'd heard people talking about, oh, Banana Juju is a literal grease monkey. Okay, let's go. What was that? Her own head was above her for a moment. Is that a mirror? Oh, I see. This is like, yeah, look at this. The picture below here and above here is sort of mirrored. Yeah, I think probably there was some kind of AI error in part of the screen, and so then this part was mirrored up here. I think that's what happened. I've seen other creators do that, such as Eli Lee did that on one scene on the Coliseum. Oh, and there's Skyebrows himself in yet another form with Bupela. Uh-huh. And I think this is Gaming Syndicate, or no, this is Gaming Syndicate, and this is Psychro, the Friendly Survival Specialist. So, yeah, covered in power armor like this makes them look really different, but they've still got their color scheme their gas masks and their eyes, red for Gaming Syndicate and green for Psychro, the friendly survival specialist. So yeah, probably would have been really hard for people to recognize them unless they're quite familiar with their channels.
沈黙が落ちるその時に古い力がうごめき出す新しい光が目覚めるとその呼び声に答え出す無の中心で失われた魂がぶつ
So I think what's going on is that Keen, the pirate VTuber, has a ship that's going to the ship where Ember is doing repairs, and they're trying to rescue Ember. And there's also some kind of war going on in the background. And they're also doing experiments on the ship. I think that's what the storyline is so far. I'm not completely sure.
この夢を生き抜く新しい理由を見つけてゆく長い夜に漂って虚空で夢見て消えない残り火をぶれ
Oh, look at this. Join the fight against AI for our beautiful blue planet. And it's a poster recruiting people for war. Yeah, this is really ironic to put something in this in a video made by AI. But yeah, I enjoy it, and I think it fits with the storyline. And then he punched it, so I think he's saying, yeah, we were recruited for that war against AI, and we were like all tricked or something. I think that's what he was saying. 一つの炎と共に心を絡め合ってまだ自由をつかみ取ってまだ Oh, and then Anibot, and I think this is Lady Wasabi Louis versus character. Let's check the cheat sheet. Let's see. Oh, yeah, right here. Anibot and Louis versus Cinematics, which is Lady Wasabi's channel. Right after Gaming Syndicate. Oh, and I'm next after this scene. Okay. So looking at the cheat sheet allowed me to anticipate my own cameo. Okay, hope you guys don't mind too much. But I was already spoiled that I was in there, not just by looking at the description, but people had told me about it before as well. Okay, let's go. There I am. Look, see, I've got the pennies, and I'm in a greenhouse. I'm growing the metals, see, because that's what my character does. Botanic alchemist causes plants to grow metals and also causes them to detoxify toxic soil. Uh-huh. Oh, and look, Griffin Knight is a TV superhero in this universe. That is cool. Oh, Angry Duck on Kivox's head as Kivox cooks food. Yeah, this is hilarious, and it's really, really like well-built world. A lot of world building. So cool. Oh, and Eustace with his dunce cap, although I see something weird is up here. Yeah, AI often does this with errors. So yeah, dunce is supposed to be on here. This word, whatever that is not supposed to be on there. Oh, and it's got a reference to Kirsha saying Munya. Yeah, Munya, Munya, Munya. Yeah, a reference to Kirsha saying Munya. Oh, and look at this. M not pet, so that's the way that he types. His character gimmick is that he mistypes everything, and he types in all caps, and he holds up a sign saying, "I'm not a pet," but in his style. Uh-huh.
さまよう旅路にもう一つの火花が加われば果てしない苦労朝焼けの
Oh wait, was that Nuxtaku? This shadow band disbands last. Oh, the shadow band. That's a reference to something that was shown over and over again in Skyebrows' original videos. So I think that is Nuxtaku. Yeah, he had a different form last time I saw him. Nuxtaku or Nuxanor. Yeah, here he is. Nuxanor, Nuxtaku. Oh, Asmongold is also on the poster. Okay, so this is Asmongold here, and then this is Nuxtaku in that universe, and they've got the shadow band, which appears repeatedly in Skyebrows' original videos. I bet it was really difficult to get someone to juggle an AI. That was probably really hard, and it still looked a little bit off, but it looked fairly okay. Yeah. Okay, and is this Mavluck and Feeblemind? I think so. Let's see. Yeah, it's Mavluck and Feeblemind. See, Mavluck has a totally different form in this video than in the last one. Okay, but it has, this character has Mavluck's headphones, which is why I recognized that character. And is this the X count? I think this is the X count. And he actually looks like a man here. Oftentimes he looks like a girly boy. Yeah, that's the X count right there. Yeah, he just came out with a new video. Oh, let me just pop in there real quick and show you his new music video. He hasn't made a music video for like a month or so. And then look at this Grand Wizard Elfwife. This just came out. Yeah, that just came out. Okay, so let's go back in and let's keep going. There's me again. Cool. Very cool. Thank you, Grumpy Whiskers. I just wanted to go back. There's Night Owl. Yeah, this is Night Owl, and look, he's got a mechanical owl. Yep. So myself, this I think is Powder, and then we've got Psychro, the Friendly Survival Specialist again, and Gaming Syndicate again. Oh, very cool. And there's Grumpy Whiskers himself. Okay, let me hide these. You can use the hide button to hide these. I want to see the scene better. So I guess this is the ship full of main characters, and then enemy ships are appearing, or is it the other way around? This is the ship with Ember Paradox on it, and she needs to be rescued, and then these are the rescue ships. I'm not quite sure which way it is, but these are pretty cool looking ships. Okay, so that was super cool, and I ended up pausing so much and talking about stuff so much during it. I don't think I need to go back and look at it another time, but it was, there was so much in it. There were like layers and layers of things, and I kept seeing stuff that I wanted to talk about, but then I didn't want to pause it because the music was so good. It was really quite an experience. Thank you, Grumpy Whiskers. Okay, so now let's go to a game of Smog and Shadows. Celtic Steampunk Mystery that I've also heard good things about. So this is 2 weeks old. And let's read the description. A special thank you to Lady Wasabi, Crystar, I'm not sure who Crystar is, enter 2 credits, Infernus, I'm not sure who Infernus is, and Megs Noctis, Megs Noctis is a reactor, for allowing me to feature them as awesome villains. Yeah, so Lady Wasabi, enter 2 credits, and Megs Noctis are all Skyebros. And I suspect that Crystar and Infernus also are, but I don't know because I've never heard of them before, at least not that I can remember. Okay, and then Grumpy Whiskers says, my goal will be to eventually make every character cameo that I feature feel like they completely belong in the video. In this one, I did add 2 or 3 of them just to aura farm. Oh, that's funny. But hey, aura farming is cool. When it comes to the rest of the cameos, I think I made a decent enough job of making it so it feels like they are part of this world. As for the video, I have no idea if I over-edited or under-edited, to be honest. I am going to wait for the people that I know better to tell me that, lol. Disclaimer. This music video is done with AI tools, so that's the usual thing. And as for the cameos, they are as follows in order of appearance. So this time they don't have timestamps on them, but they have all the names. Oh, and they have descriptions. They have descriptions. Okay, and I also wanted to write a couple of words for each character to explain my train of thought. Okay, so I am in here, and it says she guides people selling souvenirs and maps. Okay, so but I don't want to look too much at the cheat sheet right now. And only use it if I need it, but you can, of course, all these links will be in the description, and you can use the cheat sheets. Okay, so let's look at this one. Oh, and doing the title like this, that's really a professional thing to do on a video. That is cool.
Smog-choked spires, where the steam never dries, a new face arrives.
Okay, and that of course is Leaflit. I haven't really been pointing out her appearances in the other ones because she is such a big VTuber that I figure that everyone knows her. But yeah, here she is. She has a human form and a slime form. But she spends a lot of time in human form these days. In most of her VTuber appearances are human form these days.
With a spark in her eyes.
And then Keen again, and I notice how, look, we're only 47 seconds in, and the music has already been quite varied. And it's a different style than the other music videos. So very cool to see that much variety and this much work done on the world as well. Skyebrows, the steampunk version. This really made me laugh to see Skyebrows like this. This is cool. Oh, and Night Owl, and he's got a mechanical owl again, but it's even bigger this time. Even bigger. That is so cool. That is so cool.
She stepped from the dirigible into streets of brass and rust, where gears turn on prayers.
Oh, and then Banana Juju as a grease monkey again. And look, she has literal grease on her to show that she is a grease monkey. Uh-huh.
And the ether starts to...
Oh, and I forgot to mention, yeah, so it looks like crystals like magical crystals are also a power source in this particular world. Oh, and look, there's crystals in the street lamps. Look at that. So yeah, a lot of world building going on in here.
And the ether starts.
And then Nazca, Holy Goddess, and Trucker Man right here are so cool.
To rust, tinkering her gold with blueprints.
Oh, is that Null FM? I think that's Null FM. Let me look at the cheat sheet really quickly. Yeah, that is Null FM. He has really, really good videos. Oh yeah, really good videos. Okay, let's go.
In her hand, shadows coil tighter than an hourglass, and the city whispers secrets through pipes of rusted bone, where magic leaks like oil and nightmares claim their throne.
Oh, those are really good lyrics there. And is this another one where Grumpy Whiskers wrote the lyrics? Yes, Grumpy Whiskers did write all the lyrics, so that's just like Skyebrows himself does. Instead of having AI write some of the lyrics with just suggestions, writing all the lyrics there. So those are really good lyrics. The city whispers secrets through pipes of rusted bone, and then the rest of that.
Pipes of rusted bone where magic leaks.
Yeah, where magic leaks like oil and nightmares claim their throne. Yeah, that's really good lyrics. I mean, when I read it out, it sounds kind of stupid and cringy, but when I hear it sung in the song, it sounds awesome.
Like oil and nightmares claim their throne. The wheels keep on turning. The valves start to scream. Something ancient is waking from its mechanical dream. Beware.
Oh, and there I am, steampunk version. Look at this. I'm going to get rid of the closed captioning so I can enjoy this whole picture. Oh, my husband's running over to see it. Oh, let's see if he gives a thumbs up. Yeah, he's giving a thumbs up. Yeah, so I'm steampunk version of me. I've got the pennies on my hat. And I'm have a souvenir shop, and I'm selling a city map. Yeah, that is so cool. And then look at all these things. Here's a dirigible, like flying ship models, and lots of the magical crystals, and things that I don't even know what they are, but they definitely look like steampunky and magical. So very cool. Thank you, Grumpy Whiskers.
Blood in the city of steam where magic meets shadows, seal and
oh yeah, and then here's Lusty Links on this steampunk thing. It makes me think of Lusty Links in the first, in Neon Nights. There's a scene of Lusty Links on a motorcycle. Makes me think of that. Yeah, makes me think of that. Okay, so let's look at it. And actually when I pause it, I do notice a few AI errors, like look, the bits of dust that are getting kicked up here as the machine goes, they look kind of like too square. But yeah, if you pause things that are AI, you almost always see errors. But look at the rest of it. It's like I don't really see hardly anything. Oh, maybe this thing in the background is a little bit blurrier than it should be, but look, it's got fog in front of it, or rather steam in front of it, so that could explain it. Yeah, the street lamps are actually connected to things. They're not just floating off in space, but even if they were, it might be magic, because it is a magical city. So yeah, it's really good. It's really good. Okay, and then here's Kirsha. Cultists lurk in shadows, the end is nigh. So this is probably something to do with the storyline. So we saw that some kind of robot down here was awakening, which I assume is probably one of the villains that I didn't recognize the name of. So some kind of robot is awakening, and then there's cultists lurking in the shadows.
The nightmares that spawn from the greed that festers and swells in the souls that exceed.
Oh wait, let me put on the closed captioning again. Okay, there we go. And then there's a clockwork version of Leaflit that is being manipulated by this person, so probably a villain. Oh, these look like cultists. Look at this. They got the hoods on and they're all circled around this thing and they're doing the lightning-like magical energy. Yeah, I think these are probably the cultists.
Welcome to the flood. Shadows are calling from the smog and the gear. Run if you can, or conquer your fear.
There's Feeble Mind. Uh-huh.
She followed the flicker of a lantern held tight past figures in velvet who gave her a fright. A shadow with tail that danced through the haze, a cutlass that sang in the fog-shrouded maze, a rogue in the rafters, a noble.
Okay, so is that Fashizi? That might be Fashizi. Let me see if Fashizi is right after Keen. Okay, so we no, that's Depthwalker. They're both purple and they both have ears. I get them confused sometimes. So that's Depthwalker, and he has really good AI videos.
The flame, each one a thread in the tapestry of the game. The machine started humming a tune she once knew, but now it...
Oh wait, did her staff suddenly grow out of her back in that scene? Let me look at that again.
Of the game, the machine started...
that kind of looks... Let me do it one screen at one frame at a time with the less than and greater than keys. It kind of looked like it... Yeah, it kind of moved, or no, it... see here we can't see it. It's like behind her. And then when it pops out from behind her, the motion of that is kind of unnatural. So that, I think, is an AI error. But mostly this is just like looking so gorgeous. Oh, and then when I pause, you can see some distortions in her eyes, which are a common AI error. But yeah, it looks really good.
She started humming a tune she once knew, but now it was twisted, and the tune followed. Sealed in blood, and the brass veil tears wide. Welcome to the flood. Shadows are calling from the smog and the gear. Run if you can, or conquer your fear.
Oh, here's Silas Frostrunner. And I think when Vesper was working on this, the gear here just kind of like materialized or rose up out of the table. Yeah, see, there's no gear here now. Yeah, and then it kind of just materialized and rose up there. It's probably really hard to get AI to do working on machinery like that. So maybe that was magic, or maybe it was an AI error. I'm not sure.
The creed of the make.
Oh wait, so they can give life to the teddy bear by putting crystals in it and everything, and a lot of mechanical stuff. That is cool world building.
The creed of the makers, the hunger of kings, turns
I need to put these on again. Okay, let's go.
living steel into terrible things. What once was a wonder, now births only fright. In the heart of the spire where the day turns to night, she came here to craft, to learn and gain fame, but was dragged into the chess master's game.
and then this must be one of the villains that I didn't recognize in the villain list. Oh, and Ember Paradox is a rabbit in this world. I think I actually have seen her with rabbit ears once or twice. But look, they are a headband. They're like a they're not cyberpunk, steampunk headband. So they are just an accessory. Okay, let's go.
Beware, young blood. Beware, young blood. Beware, young blood.
Now, who is that? This one looks familiar. I'm like, is this Bupela? This is probably Bupela. Let me look down here and see. Oh, I didn't recognize Antibot. And Bupela. Okay, yeah, I think that probably is Bupela there. Okay, let's go.
Beware, young blood, in the city of steam, where magic meets shadows, zeal and machine. Be wary the nightmares that spawn from the greed that festers and swells in the souls that exceed. The brass veil is tearing the embers.
Oh, I think this here sequence with the robot crawling through the tunnel, that's really good editing. I like switching from one generation to another and you know, different AI generations, and then also doing the filter where it kind of shakes. I think that you know, making it move with the music, that's done really well. And probably the different generations couldn't be stitched together in a way that looked totally smooth. So it's deliberately janky, which actually works for the mood and the scene and for matching it to the music. So I think, yeah, I think editing tools are being used really well by Grumpy Whiskers here.
Brass veil is tearing the embers, ignite one wrong step deeper and you feed the night. The nightmare is calling from the smog and the gear. If you play its game, you lose all you hold dear. You lose all you hold dear.
And there's Megs Noctis. Yeah, he's he has a female VTuber avatar, but like his friends gave it to him as a joke or something like that. So he's like, yeah, he's like not female, and he's not trans. He says, yeah, I just have a female VTuber model, deal with it. So that's why he's described as a he in the description. Oh, and there's Grumpy Whiskers himself. Okay, so we've got a little outro after the song. That is cool. So 8 seconds long, because that's how far we are from the end.
Hey, bud. Need a ride?
Oh, let's hide this again. And then here's Psychro, the friendly survival specialist. Let's go.
Hey, bud. Need a ride?
Okay, so we saw the steampunk version of Grumpy Whiskers. Oh, and I'd better remember to do that. Did I remember to do it on the last one? Yeah, I did. Okay, so now we got just this one. I'm so offended. So I'd heard that Grumpy Whiskers had said that this was in a very different style. And, okay, so disclaimer, no actual Karens were hurt in the making of this video. So I think this is supposed to be sort of like one of those protest songs. So like, you know, Complaining about culture war things and political things, and about people who complain about, culture war things and political things. So that kind of thing, which is a Skyebrows community tradition. There are a lot of videos that do that. Okay, so Grumpy Whiskers says, oh boy, where do I even start with this? I guess let's start with why I decided to make such video. Well, it's rather simple. Besides the poll, which people voted on me going wild, I also wanted to go out of my comfort zone. So I decided to make a meme song. Yeah, meme songs are pretty common in the Skyebrows cinematic universe. A lot of different people gathering around Skyebrows have made those. Okay, so the problem is I have no idea how attuned or not I am to the meme culture. So this can either be funny and interesting or incredibly cringe. I guess I will let you guys decide. And I have not really heard whether this video is good, so I haven't heard either way. So unlike the others where I went in with high anticipation, in this one I'm going in completely no idea whatsoever. Okay, I guess I will let you guys decide. Grumpy Whiskers writes, by the way, I over-edited the that word out of this mainly to try and hide how bad the lip sync is, lol. And for anyone worried about the direction, don't worry, I'm going back to my comfort zone after this one, back to making cool worlds and nice-looking characters and styles. Okay, so this isn't going to be a huge world building and story based video like we're used to. It'll be something else. Also, disclaimer, this music video was done using AI tools and the usual, and he wrote the lyrics himself as usual, and then a bunch of lyrics here, and it looks like no cameos, although I suspect there might be some cameos by like politicians or whatever, or people that sort of represent generic politicians like often happens in these videos. Okay, but let's go. Okay, so here's a stereotypical Karen. Ask me why I'm so offended. With 2 nose rings. Look at that, 2 nose rings, way too many earrings, and purple and green hair instead of the usual blue hair. Okay, and I guess since there's no cameos listed, these here are not any specific VTubers or anything, but just, generically there. Maybe they're furries, in fact. Maybe they're furries all dressed up like that. I don't know. But anyways, let's go. Okay, so that there's a lot of shaking effects, and then this effect where collapsing, he said mankind instead of humankind. Yeah. So this effect here, let me show it to you. Tonight's the night we're gonna make it happen. I'm feeling triggered. Yeah. This thing here where it's going back and forth. That feels chaotic to me, and kind of gives me a little bit of motion sickness, and I'm really susceptible to motion sickness. But I think maybe it's supposed to be unsettling. It's supposed to like sort of put you off balance, because this is a song about being off balance. Okay, let's go. Yeah, my world's collapsing. He said mankind instead of humankind. That word's oppressive, got me losing my mind. All white neighborhood security at the gate, having police around. That offends me, I just can't wait. Oh, we do have cameos. Here's Pseudo Gray, Eustace the Useful, and Kinney the Hound, and for some reason he's got a beard. I've never seen him with a beard before, but Grumpy Whiskers does his own versions of the design. So even though there's no cameos listed, there are cameos. Okay, so the people I saw in the opening did represent various VTubers or Skyebros or whatever. Okay, so let's keep going. Triggers me so bad when they keep the peace at night. One more normal value and I'm ready for the Yep, and then Keen the Pirate VTuber. And let's see. On the map. You shall not pass illegally. Let me get rid of these. Yes, you shall not pass illegally. Okay, let's go. Agents on the street. Okay, and then oh, and they've got a Quango, which is one of the Leaflit's name for the various trolls that bother Leaflit and Asmongold and Kirsha and Powder and people in the Skyebrows community. Oh, how can I clap? History books open. Let's see. Oh, and we got one of those mirrored scenes again. I didn't even notice until I paused it. Okay. What's up, my man? Nothing much. Be right back. Colonizing. Is this Christopher Columbus? And the Queen of Spain? That's what I'm guessing. But yeah, this is really funny. This scene right here. And Avted Fatash and Lusty Lynx. I don't think she's supposed to have a tail like that. Looks like a stoat tail. But anyways, Grumpy Whiskers has his own designs for the characters. Oh, and then Kivox and his wife. I'm so offended. Yep. And then just generic, extremely woke Karens. And I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control, and I think I like it. I'm so offended. Oh, I'm about to lose control, and I think I like it. That's a reference to an 80s song, and this is all in an 80s style. So yeah, this is a very generic 80s song. I don't enjoy it a lot like I did the other Grumpy Whiskers songs. It's just okay. You know, it's not bad, it's just okay. And I know just why it offends me so much. I can barely breathe. One more microaggression and I'll start to see meritocracy talk. Oh, there is Angry Duck, and he actually is a truck driver in real life. Yeah, he creates videos. I'm behind on his videos. Hard work pays the bill. Capitalism's evil gives me such a chill. White shirt on your back. And there's Skyebrows himself. That's a microaggression. Cultural appropriation. Oh, and this is Banana Juju, and this refers to an actual controversy that surrounded her, and they tried to cancel her VTuber avatar for having dreadlocks, even though she's a white woman. And it was like really bad, but she actually became more popular out of that eventually. So yeah, people trying to attack her, verbally for this, actually just ended up making her more popular in the end. And then Cinevier. Using my pronouns that offends me. What about that? It triggers me when Oh, and Trucker Man and Nazca Holy Goddess. Sit down and eat one more normal dinner and I'm losing my seat. Christmas lights twinkling. And then Celestium, Feeble Mind, and Vesper. And this Christmas hat, the Santa hat on him is really amusing because he had a Santa hat in all of his earlier appearances in Skyebrows original videos. And then he's like, stop putting me in the Santa hat, stop putting me in the Santa hat. And then people stopped doing it. And it's so cool. He's in a Santa hat again. Yeah. Let's go. Church bells in the air, knocking your own faith. That offends me. How dare you share? Fossil fuels burning. And then grilling the meat. Yeah, grilling the meat. And Psychro, the friendly survival specialist. Zayla Zezia, who actually is a cat girl, even though this tail looks like a foxtail. It's pretty big and fluffy. She's a cat girl. And then this has got to be Smugalana in her Firefox form. Oh, yeah, she is, because see, she's got snowflakes on here, which is a reference to her other form, her Frost Fox form.
I'm a denial, meat on the plate, that's animal trial. I'm so offended, and I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control, and I think I like it. I'm so offended, and I know just why. Yeah, it offends me so much, I can barely breathe. One more.
Oh yeah, I can barely breathe, and look at how large they are. That's a reference to, there's a lot of famous, viral video clips of protesters that they can barely breathe because they're so large, and they have trouble like climbing stairs and all this kind of stuff. And it's like, maybe if it's so hard on you to go outside and protest all the time, maybe you should stay home, stay home for your health.
Microaggression, and I'll start to see. They call it free speech, but it's hate.
Oh wait, what did it say on that newspaper? Let me look.
They call it free.
Okay, I'm gonna have to use the less than and greater than keys to go one frame at a time. Oh, haha, yeah, that is cool. You've got to say regarded now in order to not get hit by the algorithm and stuff. That is cool.
Call it free speech, but it's hate in disguise. Pronouns not matching, beauty standards lies. Suggestion.
And then Lord Intellectual and Ember Paradox in cat form. Look at how wide these shoulders are. That is so funny.
No values, gender binary trap. Head love showing, that's a big red flag. Family unit dinner.
Okay, and then this is Silas Frostrunner. Really looks very anime, this one. So he's a husky, and then his wife and his baby son. Looks like a baby girl in this one, but yeah, that's his baby son.
Dad and mom inside, that offends me deeply. It just ain't right, it triggers me to see.
Okay, and then, or wait, was that someone else there? Because this looks like Silas Frostrunner. Or is this the same, this is the same people, but there's an AI error that they just look different? Maybe that's so.
Straight couple holding hands, one more head will say.
Oh yeah, and then the same ones again, Silas Frostrunner, his baby son, and his wife. Okay, so yeah, they're just, for some reason, they're changing style from one scene to another, and that threw me off. Yeah, I don't think I like that they changed style 3 times in such a short time period. That doesn't really work.
Sure thing, and I'm gonna take a step.
Oh, this is the scene from the beginning. This is the opening scene. So yeah, that's not a bunch of furries. That's Silas Frostrunner and his family. Yeah, that's the opening scene right there. Okay, let's go.
Oh, yeah, they say.
And then Nihilith, Nihilith, he has loads of good videos, and he got demonetized. He got demonetized in the inauthentic content demonetization wave.
It's comic, but it's offensive to me. Every joke's a crime, every thought's a felony. They want me quiet, want me gone, want me.
Is this looks like Asmongold. Yeah, I think this is Asmongold here. Yeah, I think that's him.
Disappear, but I'll keep.
Oh, and he's got Karen removal services. And then everyone at the comedy bar, because remember, comedy is dead now since like 2016 or so. So about 10 years. It's like they don't do comedy anymore, bringing the comedy back. Everyone at the comedy bar is laughing.
Phone singing loud, loud and clear. I'm so offended, and I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control, and I think I like it. I'm so offended.
Okay, and then This looks like Julie LaCroix, but she would not be pushing the offensive button when she sees family. Okay, so this, I'm pretty sure this is not Julie LaCroix, because she would not be doing that.
And I know just why it offends me so much. I can barely breathe. One more microaggression and I'll start to...
There is Nuxtaku Nuxinor in yet another design. Yeah, Grumpy Whiskers has so many redesigns of all these characters. That is cool.
I'm so offended, yeah. It triggers me.
And then Kirsha.
Triggers me so...
Oh, there I am. Look at me. There's me. So I've had a cameo in every single Grumpy Whiskers video that we've seen today. I like the way that the coins are like hanging from the edge of my hat this time. The pennies are hanging here. That is cool. I look beautiful. Thank you, Grumpy Whiskers. That is really cool. And then there is, this is Kitsura Nines, isn't it? Yeah, that's Kitsura Nines. I think, oh, I was seeing her in the other, or no, that's not Kitsura Nines. It's, wait, is it? Yeah, it is Kitsura Nines. Yeah, it is. I was seeing her in the other videos and not recognizing her, I think. Yeah, so I'm right near the end here. I'm going to look at that again. Okay, let's go.
Triggers me so bad. I'm so offended. One more thing and I'll explode. I'm so offended.
Okay, so let's hide that so we can see it.
Yeah.
Okay, so definitely I do like it. I think the memes and the political references and the culture war references, they were hit or miss. I think overall, though, it was funny and enjoyable. The song itself was just okay, definitely very reminiscent of 80s songs, and, it wasn't bad, it was okay. So not a song that I would want to keep coming back and listening to, but I think some of these others definitely would want to come back and like a game of Smog and Shadows and Mada Yume Miteru. I think I'd really like to come back and re-listen to those. But this one, I'm so offended, I don't think is very re-listenable. But the visuals are good. There's a lot of good jokes in there. I can tell that it's not Grumpy Whiskers' strength to do this kind of culture war meme video. But I've seen a lot of videos that about that were not this good. So definitely not a bad example. I just sort of had my expectations up, pretty high from the other stuff. And I think about half of the stuff landed. About half of it did not land, at least not for me. But the stuff that did land, it worked and it was funny. And there was a lot of stuff going on in the background that worked. Okay, so this has been a Grumpy Whiskers catch-up react session. And we managed to get 4 videos this time, and I super enjoyed 3 of them, and I enjoyed this one, but it wasn't super enjoyed. Okay, so that was loads of fun to get caught up on Grumpy Whiskers, and yeah, I bet there'll be like a new video coming out tomorrow or something, because that's what usually happens when I do a catch-up reaction. But that's cool, because we definitely want to see more Grumpy Whiskers stuff.